Now let's try to understand the last two commands in the mouse events, which is mouse is over and mouse pressed over. So let me take those commands and specify the conditions. Mouse is over and the next is mouse pressed over. So all the rest of the commands that we have seen so far, they didn't require me to press specifically on the sprite. I could click the right button of the mouse or the left button of the mouse anywhere on the screen and the commands were executed. Now, if I want a particular sprite to be in action, then I can use these mouse is over command or mouse pressed over sprite command. So I have taken these two button sprites on the screen. So I've chosen it from the library. I have flipped the same image and created opposite direction button. So one is forward and the other is backward. So I have specified the location for these buttons also. Now these sprites will act as buttons. Um Now I have chosen mouse is over command and I can mention the name of the button. So if I say forward underscore button, which is the name of the sprite, and here for the second command I can mention backward underscore button. That's the name of the second sprite. So we will get to know the difference between these two commands, mouse is over and mouse pressed over. So can you guess, just simply by looking at the label, can you guess what would happen if I get my mouse pointer over the forward button? The bunny starts moving. If it is away from that sprite, uh, it's not doing anything. But by simply taking the mouse pointer over the forward button, the bunny starts moving forward because I have given the code where I want the X location to be incremented by 5 steps, by 5, right? Now let's see mouse pressed over. If I go and keep my mouse pointer over the backward uh, looking button sprite, it's not doing anything. It will perform the code only if I click on this button. If only I click on this button, then the bunny starts moving backwards, right? So here, if I simply keep, let me reset. If I simply keep the mouse pointer over the forward command, it moves the bunny forward. But to move it backward, where I have used mouse pressed over, it will check whether the mouse has been pressed or not, and only then it will execute the next command. And if I continuously press, then it will continue to move backward. Let me show you again. I go here, mouse pointer is over the backward button, but it's not doing anything because here it's gonna check the condition whether the mouse is pressed over. And if I press the mouse, it will start moving backwards. Even if I continuously press, it will continue to go backward. Now here I have used the button sprite for the execution of these commands. And if I keep the mouse pointer over this forward button, then over this sprite, then the bunny moves forward. So this is how we make use of different mouse event command blocks mentioned here. So you can choose the commands according to different events and the occurrences of events and mention the conditions and write your code accordingly. Now be very careful in understanding these differences. You can also go over these blocks and see more examples to understand these commands better.